Hi there, and welcome to Volleyball 101. My name is Kayla Carter, and I've been playing volleyball for 9 years of my life. Crazy, kind of a long amount of time, but it was worth it. It was a great learning experience. Anyways, I want to focus today on how to improve your volleyball skills, or maybe start off learning volleyball. Hence the name, Volleyball 101. I personally learned these techniques from Amanda McMeans, who has been coaching for more years than I can remember, and she herself played volleyball in college at East Texas Baptist University, as well as Melissa Carter, who I would like to consider a volleyball enthusiast. She also played volleyball in college at Lee College on a scholarship, and she's raised kids playing volleyball and even taught peewees, who are the younger girls who require a lot of work. So today I want to get started on the 3 different volleyball lingos, the most important ones. The first one is pass. A pass looks like this. It is, in my opinion, the most important part of volleyball, as it starts off the rally, going back and forth. And then the next one is a set. A set looks like this. And I think the set is probably the second most important, as it gets the hitter prepared to go and attack. And I'm not going to display an attack today, but I will teach a little bit on the approach and the snap. I personally like to use the wall for a lot of things, so let's get started on warming up a little bit. So to warm up, I just like to use the wall, just stretches out the arms really good, do single arms. You want to be sure that you're going straight to the ground, because it's working the core, and it's also helping with the muscle memory that you need when you're practicing an attack. Okay, so let's get started on the pass now that our arms are a little bit warmed up. So the pass, there are a couple important things with the pass. The first thing for beginners is, how do I hold my hands? Well, I like to do right hand underneath my left hand, close, and keep a straight platform, just like this. And as far as leg positioning, you want to keep your legs bent and get a pretty good shoulder width apart, like so. A really important aspect of passing is you want to be sure that you're more using your legs to pass, looking like this, not so much your arms looking like this, because as you can probably imagine, it will go behind you, and no one wants to run 15 extra feet when, if you would have just stayed low and passed straight, they wouldn't have had to do that. So I'm going to demonstrate on the wall. You can pass to yourself, but this is a good repetition. So I like to take 2 steps and then say mine to work on communication. Communication is a very important skill in volleyball. So just toss it up to myself, mine, 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 mine. You get the gist. That is a very good way to practice and enhance your skills, as well as passing to yourself. Passing to yourself is a little bit more difficult, as you have to have a little bit more control, but it also gets the job done. So now let's move on to setting. So setting requires a couple of important things to remember. So the first thing you want to do is you want to form a triangle pattern with your hands. And so this triangle pattern is going to be above your head. And this is important in volleyball. You want to feel like the ball is hitting you. So I'm going to demonstrate a set today. I'm going to use the wall. You can set to yourself as well. It doesn't really matter. That's a set. You just keep setting on the wall, like so, or you can practice setting to yourself. There are a few things you want to remember with setting. I learned as right, left, just a quick little right, left, and then up. You don't want to just use your hands, because you won't get the power that you need to. You want to use your legs as well. So almost touched the roof. See? That's power right there. So now let's move on to the attack. So the first thing on the attack is the approach. And so I'm right-handed, so I will have a left, right, left approach. So it looks like this. Left, right, left, jump, swing. That's the net right there in front of me. I'll do it this way to get a little better visual. And then you'll stay at the net. But the approach is very important because whenever in slow motion, you're here, you're getting the momentum that you want, and then snapping your wrist so that then you can get prepared for an attack. And so a little exercise I'm gonna do today to help you attack and snap your wrist is something I like to do on the wall. This one requires the wall, so if you don't have it, I'm sorry, but it just works best with the wall. It's also a good warm-up drill to really get your blood flowing, your heart rate going. Not supposed to touch your hand like that, but that's okay. We're all learning here. So now let's do a little refresher over everything that we learned today. The first thing was pass. The most important things to remember when you're thinking about passing the ball is platform. You want to keep your platform straight and you don't want to swing your arms. Stay low and call the ball. Mine, mine, mine. I got it. I got it. That's the most important things that you can take away from passing. The next thing you want to take away is setting. And setting, you always want to be sure that you have the triangular pattern above your head and that the ball feels like it's going to hit your head. Just a little refresher. Looks a little bit like this. It won't look like that for everyone at first, but practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. Not just practice makes perfect. That's why we have the video to show demonstrations. And then finally, we have the approach and the attack. So the most important one there is just you're focusing on building momentum. You really want to get all of that power and get ready to hit. So left, right, left, jump, swing, and then we have the ball exercise where you just hit it on the wall, adjust, hit it on the wall, adjust, hit it on the wall. And that is about all that we have time for today, but check back soon for Volleyball 202. Thank you.